Hi students, good morning all of you. Today our topic is another very important synthetic reaction, that is Peterson-Wolfenation. Peterson-Wolfenation. Actually, the Peterson-Wolfenation is the chemical reaction of silyl alpha silyl carbon ions with ketones or aldehydes to form beta hydroxysilane, which eliminates to form alkenes. Once again I repeat, the Peterson-Wolfenation is the chemical reaction of alpha silyl carbon ions with ketones or aldehydes to form a beta hydroxysilane, which eliminates to form alkenes. The next point is the Peterson-Wolfenation is closely related to the Wittig reaction, and can be carried out in two ways using either acid or base, and the geometry of the alkene can be controlled accordingly. So depending upon the reaction conditions, that is either acid or base, the geometry of the alkene is decided. That is the geometry of alkene formed in the Peterson-Wolfenation reaction mainly depends upon the reaction conditions. That is, if acid is used, then one type of alkene is formed. If base is used, then another type of alkene is formed. So the acid or base, either acid or base, can decide the geometry of the alkenes in the Peterson-Wolfenation. So here the reaction, this is the source of alpha silyl carbon ion. This is the source of alpha silyl carbon ion, where M is the metal, either a lithium or magnesium, which treated with ketone or aldehyde in presence of a base or acid to form alkene. Mechanism. What is the mechanism? The reactions are anti under acidic conditions and syn under basic conditions. That means under acidic conditions, Peterson-Wolfenation results the anti-alkene. Similarly, under basic conditions, syn alkenes are results in Peterson-Wolfenation. Mainly the stereoselectivity is due to involvement of a cyclic transition state under basic conditions, whereas under acidic conditions an acyclic mechanism involves. Once again I repeat this point. In basic conditions, the mechanism involves formation of a cyclic transition state which undergo dissociation to form the alkene. That means under acidic conditions, acyclic mechanism involves. That means in acidic conditions there is no formation of cyclic transition state is observed, but acyclic mechanism is involves in presence of acidic conditions or in presence of acid. So this is the mechanism. In this mechanism, this is the source of alpha silyl carbon ion. This alpha silyl carbon ion attacks the carbonyl carbon of the ketone to form an anion. This is the anion formed in the first step. which undergo protonation to form beta hydroxysilane. Beta hydroxysilane. This is the silane, this is alpha carbon, this is beta carbon. So beta hydroxysilane. Once again I repeat. This is the carbon ion of alpha silyl carbon ion. This is the alpha silyl carbon ion, which attacks the carbonyl carbon of the ketone to form a anion, which undergo protonation to form beta hydroxy. This is the beta hydroxysilane. This beta hydroxysilane, in presence of base, converted to anion, or converted to oxide by the loss of proton in presence of base. This oxide, in this oxide, the negative charge on the oxygen attacks the develops a bond with the silicon to form a cyclic transition state, cyclic intermediate, which undergo reversal of electrocyclization, which undergo this cyclic state undergo dissociation, as like this, the bond shifted this side and this bond shifted this side. This is called reverse electrocyclization to form the final product alkene. So once again I repeat, the beta hydroxysilane undergo deprotonated to form an oxide. This oxide undergo cyclization by the negative charge on the oxygen, develops a bond with the silicon by donating the negative charge to the d orbitals of the silicon. So here a cyclic intermediate is formed, which undergo reversal electrocyclization as shown in figure, and finally to form alkene. In this under these basic conditions, cis alkene is formed. That means syn alkene is formed. SYN, syn alkene. Next, under acidic condition, acidic workup. In presence of acid, the beta hydroxysilane gets protonation. Here the hydroxy group of the beta hydroxysilane undergo protonation to form this product, and the bottom carbon undergo rotation about 180 degrees, rotation, the bottom carbon. Now this is formed after rotation. The configuration of the bottom carbon changed. The groups are interchange their positions, and now this protonated beta hydroxysilane undergo dehydration and also undergo desilylation, trialkyl silylation. అంటే మనకి ట్రయాల్కైల్ సిలేన్ లాస్ అవుతుంది, ఎలిమినేషన్లో ఇన్వాల్వ్ అవుతుంది. మెయిన్గా చెప్పాలంటే ఎలిమినేషన్లో ఇన్వాల్వ్ అవుతుంది, అండ్ ఆల్సో ఇట్ లూజెస్ వాటర్ టు ఫార్మ్ ట్రాన్స్ ఆల్కీన్. హియర్ why trans product is formed? Once we observed that in this step the bottom carbon of the beta hydroxysilane undergo rotation for our convenience, rotation for the elimination. For the effective elimination, the bottom carbon of the beta hydroxysilane undergo rotation. So the groups are interchanged their positions. So anti-product or trans alkene is formed by the action of acid conditions. By the action of acid conditions. So dear students, this is the mechanism of Petersen-Wolff-Fination. Please listen this video carefully and write a notes while listening this video. This leads to effective learning by you, and you got a good result from this video. Please follow my suggestion. Thank you one and all.